And you are live.
Salut tout le monde, comment ça va? Hi everyone.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Bloopy.
Hello.
So, Avasam, Bloopy, how are you gentlemen doing? What's going on? What's happening tonight?
Doing great. Yeah, well, tonight, other than the stream getting hype for No Reset, we'll be presenting. It's something that we've been working on technically for years, right? Because it's a community thing. So, to explain, tonight we're gonna be showing you all the Pitfall community sum of best segmented speedrun. A segmented speedrun is where you take small parts of a speedrun and put them all together, kind of like if you're cheating, except that you tell people that you are. And
it's a theoretical. Essentially, this would be my best speedrun if all the best case scenarios for each part of the game happened within one run. That's the best I could do right now.
Exactly, except that it's not just me, it's not just Bloopy, it's the entire community. So in this specific speedrun, we're gonna have segments from 4 people. We're gonna have segments from Blue2, who's in chat, from Bloopy, who's right here, from me, and from Ripper, who hasn't been able to join tonight, but yeah.
So it's a CAS, it's a community-assisted speedrun.
Exactly.
There you go. All right. So is there anything you want to say before? Because basically I'm going to get off camera as soon as I start that that video of yours, and then you can go on. But is there anything you kind of want to prepare people, or any information you want to provide them before you move on to the Lost Expedition showcase?
Do you have anything, Bloopy? I think most of it will be basically just explaining what's going on during the run.
I think it'll all be pretty self-explanatory. Nothing for me.
Right.
All right. Well, without further ado, just give me. Actually, you know what? Just test that real quick.
All right. Well, while you get ready for that, I will mention the times have a cutoff of basically the last January. So some of those segments have already been beaten. There's been a push recently, specifically when it comes to individual levels, and we've found some new strats. We thought would be task only, and we managed to find ways to make them viable for a human to do. We'll talk about those when we get there. But yeah, so it's basically the best theoretical time as of the start of 2025.
Perfect. All right. Well, without further ado, let me just hand it over to Avasam and Bloopy for the Pitfall, the Lost Expedition, some of best community showcase. And the video starts now.
All right, and we get started. So the first segment is gonna start with Bluetooth. I don't think we have sound. I don't know if we have sound on the video. You let me know. All right.
Actually, right now you don't. That's... Oh, actually... Oh, okay, I get it. Give me 1 second.
Hey, if stream has sound, it's fine.
Yeah. 1 sec. Well, I'm going to do that so the video restarts, but essentially, I forgot to do one thing. So, let's see here.
To answer your question, Bluetooth, depends which strats you're talking about. If you're talking about the walking underwater, yes, that's quote-unquote old news for now. So anything that's newer than January won't be shown.
Go. All right. Take 2.
Oh yeah, I have sound. Nice. All right. So as I was saying, the Bluetooth is gonna be the first segment. I don't know if he gets a double hit here, and that's why he has the segment. Basically, on the Jaguar, the hitbox and the body have different hitboxes. And if you frame perfectly hit both right by the shoulder, it's possible to get 2 hits at once. And usually
one double hit in there.
Yeah, right in the middle, right? Something you'll notice as well is that there's a couple levels that are just a cutscene where you just have to mash. For those, I've basically just kept whatever comes after or before. I didn't include the segment if like someone mashed 1 frame faster. It's just easier for video editing purposes.
Yeah, those have been on my to-do list to grind out, and not fun.
Yeah. Speaking of which, here's one of my segments.
Oh, that's good. That might be
Pretty
gold.
much just because that's one of the parts I discovered where we used to either jump on the branch or jump down. I found it's easier to jump down if you immediately triple jump out of it. Triple jumps are a trick where you roll and then you have 2 frames when you unroll to press a jump input where Harry will still be considered grounded, but he's still going to like do a little bump. Let's see this here. So here's a triple jump again.
This is a strategy not done in runs currently. It's really that jump looks tighter than it is.
Yeah, for those who noticed, like Harry's gonna get close to the ledge and like start falling back, but then grab the ledge.
Yeah, the coyote time in this game, as you'll see, is a lot.
Yeah. Here's one of the very infamous spots for 80% where basically you have to raise the native to the gate. And a lot of runs are lost to that. A great tree. I think you, Blue Pea, have been grinding this recently, right?
Yeah, there's a few ledge grab skips that were found at the very beginning of the level, but beyond that, it's pretty much the same as you'll see here. Just tight movement and clean jumps.
Yeah, a lot of... yeah, go ahead.
That vine has been up for debate whether it's quicker to jump straight to the branch or the vine and then up. I don't think we've officially figured that out yet, but I've been meaning to retime it.
Yeah, because either you avoid a vine grab or a ledge grab, and we're like not quite sure which one's faster.
Yeah.
Here, there's a bit of new strat that I discovered after doing this video, where you can actually jump directly to the statue and do a standing triple jump on its shoulder, then on its ear, and then back up. It's slightly faster. It's good as a backup strat, but really hard to do first try.
Working today. That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah. This is the notorious reset point for any percent bit and binders. It's just a level full of hard movement and an annoying what would it be, like a seam walk here. Just very easy to fall in the room there. Very small hitbox to bounce on.
There's ways to make this safer, but
we're not even a second. We're like right on par with PB pace.
As you might expect.
My PB. This is.
Oh, you're loud on this segment.
This is really good. I don't think I didn't think I'd get a run that was like this close.
Audio.
Honestly,
I did keep the audio for the different spots for the video that people are being able to watch afterward.
It's good. Consistency level is growing.
I think it adds to it.
Yeah, we can hear what people were thinking during those segments. But yeah, this is basically just, you know, take the lines as tight as you can, mash the button, swim.
The run to them all.
You know,
thankfully you can
it's just
mash
that
it if you're swimming. It's not anything precise.
Yeah. I just needed to get like a first try clip into the dark room, which I haven't gotten yet. That's the first time I've done it. I need to get a first try.
I've been trying to beat for a while.
First try triple jump and stuff in that first bit, and then a first try.
Yeah, Ripper is really good to optimize rolls and triple jumps. Like do some really tight triple jumps without moving from the start.
There's a notorious ledge grab skip there that nobody's been able to solve that Avasem did live at a different speedrunning event, and it's haunted the individual level community for a while.
Oh my god, I just fucking snapped
I think it was a reset event where I did the ledge
dude. Oh, this is gold pace. This is community gold pace here.
But yeah, something I was mentioning earlier is that, like, as you might expect, because these are the fastest segments, there's no backup strats, right? So there's a lot of stuff where we just go for the strat immediately. If you see us do a backup strat or some setup during these segments, that's probably because everyone has always done it and it's just not worth
having the button pressed as well.
Going without it.
Yeah, we'll probably see a setup in the next segment after this one for torch skip, but I wonder how Blue does this actually. There is a new individual level strat for this one as well. You can ricochet off the walls here and get an insane amount of speed and just launch straight into the load zone. Not run viable, but it's cool.
Yeah, basically like a ride all around the wall. Because every time you bump against the wall, you get more speed, and you just like a ball go around.
Yeah, there's that setup I was talking about, lining up at a certain spot to make that jump. That jump is pretty tight onto that tree.
The forward has to be in there.
And there's more coming up. Basically, those jumps, those 2 sections, there's a series of jumps that we have to do because we don't have the torch. For those who don't know the game or the speedrun, basically we don't have the torch.
Is that
here, and the torch is needed to open up the web. The reason we don't have the torch is because of our inventory. You see how there's 2 slings right now? The TLDR version of this is the game tries to it hard codes where one of your items should go, and it also adds an item manually. So when you do stuff out of order, sometimes the games give you more than one item. And since we'll never unlock the ability to go into Harry's backpack to get any other item, whichever items we get on that D-pad right now, that's all we get for the rest of the run. So if we get torch, there's an item we need later that we won't be able to have access to because it's going to be stuck in our inventory. Technically, there's ways to go around it now, but it's really slow. It would be only viable for like beginners who don't mind doing a big detour.
Yeah. The torch skips is a notorious trick for beginners as well. It's a large spot to lose time. There's a lot of seam walking and tight jumps, but it's a fun one.
Some really tight jumps around this tower. I love seeing it. Oh no, still doing a ledge grab here. I guess the rest of your movement in this segment was just so good it beat all of the segments where we did avoid a ledge grab.
We've only managed to avoid a ledge grab once there. I've never managed to recreate it. I don't know how to do it, to be honest.
Gonna just have to jump far. Yeah, it's hard because you have to coyote time as far as you can off the bridge, but you have to like jump around the tower. It's not like a straight jump. You have to go around the tower at an angle in the air, so it slows you down in the air.
Oh. Okay.
Right, here's the first idol we collect in the run. In a regular run, we need 10 idols, 5 from each explorer, to buy an ability called Breakdance. It's going to be used later in the run for a specific boss fight where there's only 2 or 3 ways to beat normally. Really nice.
Here we have a regulated series of moves to avoid some pitfalls and general damage in the area. Get through cleanly.
Yeah, often when I do that segment, you'll hear me count out loud because I'm just like counting my punches and my jumps.
Major balls.
To make sure I go through that segment the same way every time.
Monkey temple skip here. Also a notorious trick. Those jumps up those wall. I did them pretty quickly in this, but they're quite tough. You pretty much have to click your jump at the highest point in each double jump, and it's tough. But,
like if you fall on the world record pace, if you fall, you have to restart, right? You have to reset. If you fall in the water, you can be a bit lucky, get eaten by a croc, and go back up. But in a top level run, if you fall, it's done.
Yeah.
Also, something that's hard is that you don't see it, but there's an invisible trigger that is going to take you back into a different level that we want to avoid. So it's quite risky.
This is one of my, not so new anymore, but I would still consider it among the newer things found. This tree jump is just nice.
Yeah, I love it. What I love especially about it is the fact that it's risk-free. If you mess it up, you just keep going forward and you climb up the old way. This is so fast.
Wow.
Like no roll, no getting stuck in a wall to be able to climb up, just straight up.
Yeah, I think he has me beaten by like a second in that segment. That's actually crazy. That is a wild time.
Because normally that section you try to like get stuck in a wall. When you're stuck in a wall in Pitfall, it allows you to climb the wall.
The hitbox in this game are not great.
Look how fast that setting is. Yeah. All right, let's see how fast we get through this. Oh man.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I wish I could do that every run.
That wall is
Just run right through directly. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot that happened here. First of all, the first wall, we try to get stuck in a way where Harry goes slightly into the wall, and the normal strat is to then get a specific angle to get pushed inside the wall and go out. But if you're lucky, you can just get displaced so far into the wall itself that you just go through. After that, the geyser, sorry, there was no geyser, but the ice sheet under which there is a geyser. Basically, you have to pull out an item which disables all wall collision, and because of the movement of the ice, you just slide through the wall, basically. There's ways to do that like very easily, but you have to imagine on a on a GameCube controller where you have to go forward, use an item, and then like pull out an item on the D-pad at the same time. It gets really finicky in the end.
The GameCube D-pad is just terrible. I love the controller, but I'll never forgive the D-pad. It's just caused me so much headache.
Yeah, there's a way to go a bit faster in this section. I think Just Some Glue is the only one who did it during like an entire segment. However, it wasn't like any percent viable. It wasn't in the way you would in any percent, so I wasn't able to use that segment. But basically, you can mash jump so fast that the jumps stack, and if you do that on the ramp, you can go all the way over an invisible wall and on the mountains, and so you're able to cut off a lot of the path. Wow, really fast and clean. All right, Spinjas, the biggest run killer normally. We have a strat where we hit the first 3 Spinjas normally with the punch. The first 2, the third one can be spinned consistently. The other 2 we have to run after.
Oh my god! Wait, this is the Spinja gold of a lifetime.
Yeah,
what
and then the
fuck
second
is
phase
that?
of Spinjas, 5 new Spinjas that pop up. There is a way, Ripper has practiced it a lot. There is a way to hit all 5 Spinjas before they start spinning. Here,
That was actually insane.
Hasn't been able to do that. This
is like a 5-second gold. What the fuck?
but Boopy got really lucky where they were able to spin onto the last Spinjas just like if they hit them. The thing that isn't like obvious is that when you spin on the Spinjas, most of the time they'll just bounce off and not actually get hit.
That time is wild. I don't think I'll ever be able to recreate that. I got super lucky as well because one of them ran into me at the very beginning, and that was very RNG.
Yes, Spinja is very RNG. Like there's ways to offset like 80% of the RNG of the fight, but there's still there's still like 4 or 5 Spinjas you have to deal with by sheer luck, essentially.
And the room
we've got
the room we
just
saw, the one where we went under the water. That's another relatively new one called Jesus Harry. Finally got introduced into any percent, which is my current favorite trick.
Yeah, and right after that, the plants, we walk into the plants on purpose, just because we can inch a bit closer. But also it automatically unequips the TNT, so we don't have to manually unequip it later.
Yeah, here you have a very good representation of the coyote time. Just how much leeway you have going over the ledges, over those pitfalls before you can jump. It's wild once you get sprint.
Yeah, like you say, just run over the hole like you do in Mario Bros. Wow, I won't be able to pronounce that. Just like you do in Mario games, where there's a hole and you just walk over it.
There is a non-run viable strat there for those scorpions. You can actually do a roll into the wall and run up it and skip the scorpions altogether. It's a little faster, but it's really inconsistent and really only an individual level run strat.
And like you might hear us say like, oh, there's faster strat for this, faster strat for that, and like, okay, but why isn't that in the video, right? Well, like I said at the start of the stream, a lot of those things were discovered this year when we started taking individual level a lot more seriously, because I think even top runners are kind of tired now of like grinding grinding records. So we've been finding new ways of enjoying the game.
This section has the biggest new time save. I think it's around 5 to 10 seconds if it's done optimally.
So
you
yeah,
can
go ahead,
just
yes,
it was discovered mainly through the low percent category, which was recently added to speedrun.com. You can run around the outside of the level and seam glide on the basically inside the wall and just completely skip that whole beginning room and jump straight to the room we're currently in. It is super, super, super precise, and it was actually known about when we had this video. It was just so hard we couldn't get a segment of it for the video. Still currently we don't have a recorded segment for it. And it's barely theorized to be run viable, and it's currently kind of the roadblock why I'm not doing any percent, to be honest.
To be exact, we have a segment of it as in it's done in low percent runs, but never first try, right? Never such that we do the entire thing first try and faster than 80%.
Yeah.
It is done in low percent because we don't have a choice to avoid collecting some icons. Some really fast mashing in the water here. Risky line through the croc.
If you mash faster in the water, does it actually increase your speed? I know Tass just goes crazy in the water. Yeah, I figured there's a cap.
Yeah, the animation keeps going faster. It's really funny when you watch the task for it. By the way, shout out to Ripper who's in chat, Ripper Steve M5. He made the currently only task, only full game task for Pitfall. I would highly recommend taking a look at it after the stream if you want to.
The mountain sled run section where you go on the tube, Tass just goes so high on that. Isn't it like every grounded frame you click A, you get extra height or something? And so
yeah,
Tass can just click A so much.
It's like when you try to do it as a human, it's a bit tricky because if you mash faster than... Oh no, the game runs at 60 FPS, so never mind. You have to mash faster in 30 frames per second, so yeah.
Does this have the big jump at the end? I wonder.
I do think it does. So this is also strats that we found right before this video was made. Where basically we go out of bounds to, basically we go out of bounds and we just barely clip the wall at the end to go back in. Hey, here's my second segment I have. I think I'm the only one who got a double hit on Jag 2, and that's why I still have the segment. But I'm also very good at Jag 2, so yeah, this is gonna go fast. Basically, it's just dash straight at the boss, avoid his paw attack last second, and then keep going at him.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I got a double hit on the last hit because I accidentally pushed him out of bounds. Out of the arena, but then got him back on the hit.
This fight is crazy.
Yeah,
I remember seeing this
hit.
live.
All three goes.
This was wild.
Yeah, this is not gonna get beaten anytime soon.
Oh, that is perfect!
Yeah, the RNG in this section, you have to run around and kill all the ghosts that appear in the arena. Ripper got it so that the pillar just reflected and killed like the majority of the ghosts every time, which just doesn't happen in runs ever.
And like pillars being stacked like that, so we can just hit.
Oh my god, that's
like frame
that's
one.
a community gold. There's no way anyone's done that faster. That was just the perfect storm.
Unbeatable.
Of
Absolutely unbeatable. And yeah, that's
like
basically the entire run.
And then the next pillar coming in over the top, hitting that pillar, just killing all the ghosts. I had to kill like 3 ghosts there.
But something I forgot to mention
like
during the
run.
run.
The most ideal thing I've ever seen. I will never get that again.
Oh yeah, thank you. Something I forgot to mention during the run is that you have the RTA estimate and the load list time. Basically, for the entire run, you haven't been seeing load times because we remove load times for the leaderboard, but also because emulator, different console model and speed, GameCube versus Wii, they all affect the actual load times. And so for a video like this, I wouldn't want to lose someone's segment just because their load was slower, right? So that's why for the entire video you saw the loadless time, and then at the end I give you an estimate of how fast it would be if we were counting in loads. Is there anything else you want to add, Loopy?
I just wanted to say, for comparison, the community some of the best. It was around what was it, 1908 something for the final time.
Yeah,
Um,
1908.
1908. The current world record is 20 minutes and 30 seconds. So through the sum of best, we've managed to shave off a minute and a half, and there's probably a good another like 15 seconds there in new strats we found. So I mean, the game's pushed pretty far. I think I'm pretty proud of where we're at with it being only a minute and a half off of a theorized world record.
Do you have a cat show on stream as well?
My cat is not with. I just moved out of my parents' place, so my cat is not around anymore. Sadly.
All right. Well, yeah, like you said, I'm really proud. It's like a huge community effort because you've only seen the clips from 4 people, but there's a lot more people that are pushing the game, that are helping with that, finding strats especially.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh, and with the
and
new
yeah,
randomizer and everything, there's so much going on outside of speedrunning.
yeah, there's like some mods that are being developed right now. We are actively working on the randomizer. Big shout out to Dave Ultra. Um, and yeah, I'd say if anyone, like, if you liked what you saw, if you like this game or you want to give it a shot, we have a lot of resources to help new players. So this was basically like the most extreme version of like how a human would run this game, but there's a ton of backup strats. It's really approachable, and you can play on basically any console or emulator you want. So yeah. I'll give a quick link to our Discord for anyone interested. But other than that, that's it for the showcase. Thank you everyone who came by to watch it.